Putting a student's identity at the center of their learning.
I don't have to look outside of school to find like these very important figures of my history. It would all be included.
Means that in schools, teachers and administrators go into each space that they're in thinking about race and ethnicity.
Our identity and our culture really shapes how we learn and our societal perceptions and experiences, and that's why it's so much more important that our identity be incorporated in our learning.
To me, it means being able to have an education where all students feel comfortable in a class setting, as well as motivated and confident in their learning.
It promotes giving students a voice in what they learn and how they learn it.
Having CRSE will also allow students to have their identities affirmed. They will have the chance to express themselves in their truest forms within the classroom.
And the student is able to engage more in the classroom, and school doesn't feel like so much of a burden anymore.
For me, the key part about culturally responsive sustaining education is that it is sustaining. CRSE is not a one and done, but rather it is something that will stick with you throughout your life.
To me, CRSE means complete diversity because our education is not diverse. For centuries, it has been in the perspective of the same people. Our country is made up of so many people, of different colors, genders, ethnicities, sexuality. Our history is more than just white men.
It encourages not only the acknowledgement of, but the appreciation for students' unique identities and individuality within the classroom.
The program for me was absolutely incredible because we were able to connect people from all around the country, people who had different ages, genders, sexual orientations, and races, and we were able to bring connections. Despite all of our differences, we were able to bring connections and realize we all wanted the same thing in the classroom, which is to be able to relate to what we were learning.
Being a YAB member, it meant that we were being heard, and I also felt like I was making an actual difference. Like, I feel like this project will make a difference, and it was amazing to be a part of.
I hope that my contributions within the YAB team can help students who look like me and students who don't look like me feel more welcomed, accepted, and celebrated within their learning environments.
Experience. I've had the opportunity each month to meet with a group of passionate, intelligent, thought-provoking students to hear about their experiences and to also share mine.
Being a YAB member means that I have a voice, and even though my peers don't have the opportunity, hopefully in the far future, my voice and my input will allow people to have the opportunities that I didn't get to have.
I was able to meet with people from all across the country who were equally as passionate about creating education and curriculum reform in schools as I was. I think it was a really valuable experience.
I had the opportunity to be a part of a research that will help create a new way of learning for students and teachers in a culturally safe environment, and I was honored to be a YAB member.
To be a YB member has meant to become more aware of my school's administrations and the way that my school system is set up. Through YAB, I've gained hope again towards being able to see change within schools around the world. It makes me feel like I shouldn't lose all hope and should continue to strive towards social change.